Welcome to the world of wildlife. My name is Oran. People call me the Animal Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures called animals. I study animals and folklore as a profession. Recently, I've been comparing my studies with another professor you may have heard of, Professor Oak. And it seems our records have some overlap. In this series, we are going to discover the similarities between our world and the 1,025 currently known Pokémon. Is the Bulbasaur family dinosaurs, frogs, plants, or perhaps even squishy green cats? Teleport back to 1996 and we have our very first Pokédex entries. The Seed Pokémon family of Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur. They made their debut in the Japanese Game Boy games Pocket Monsters Red and Green, known elsewhere as Pokémon Red and Blue, and were designed by the Japanese graphic artists Atsuko Nishida and Ken Sugimori. To understand this family in the real world, we need to learn more about their origins. In Japanese, the names for 3 Pokémon combine the prefix Fushigi, meaning mystery, with another word Tane, seed for Bulbasaur, Su, grass for Ivysaur, and Hana, flower for Venusaur. Fushigi-dane, mysterious seed, Fushigiso, mysterious grass, and Fushigibana, mysterious flower. Now, in English, we can clearly see that Bulbasaur is a combination of bulb and dinosaur, leaving us with some sort of seed dinosaur. This is a confusing mystery indeed. Here's where the plot thickens. Ken Sugimori, the primary character designer of Pokémon, has stated that the design of Bulbasaur and its evolutions are actually all based on frogs and not reptiles or dinosaurs, and that the "saur" suffix was used solely to appeal to American children. Okay, enough history. It's time to use this information to figure out what kind of seed plant, frog creature, the Bulbasaur family really is, using science. But first, use razor leaf on that subscribe button. To find out what the Bulbasaur family is on Earth, we need to take a look at some of their characteristics. These amphibious plant Pokémon move on all 4s, and are both grass and poison type. There are many Pokédex entries throughout the years, but they all give approximately the same information. Bulbasaur's being a strange seed was planted on its back at birth. The plant sprouts and grows with this Pokémon. Ivysaur's being there's a plant bulb on its back. When it absorbs nutrients, the bulb is said to blossom into a large flower. And we'll come back to Venusaur's later. Quick biology lesson time. Did you know frogs are small amphibians known for their smooth, moist skin, long hind legs, adapted for leaping, and webbed feet for swimming? They typically inhabit wet environments like ponds and streams, and can be found on every continent in the world besides Antarctica. All toads are frogs, but not all frogs are toads. Toads are actually a subclassification of frogs. In the real world, we can now narrow Bulbasaur and its evolutions down to a relationship between a species of frog and a species of plant. Let's discover it. The Bulbasaur family has a poison typing. Certain toads, such as the common toad found in Europe and the Colorado River toad found in the United States and Mexico, can secrete potent toxins from parotoid glands on their backs. These toxins are strong enough to paralyze and even kill adult dogs, and serve as the toad's main defense against predators. Sounds a lot like stun spore to me. Another toxic species are poison dart frogs. These vividly colored amphibians, native to the tropical rainforest of Central and South America, are renowned for their bright hues, which range from yellow to orange and blue to green. These frogs use their striking appearance as a warning signal to potential predators about their toxicity. The toxins in their skin can be extremely potent, making them one of the most poisonous animals on Earth. These diurnal frogs are active during the day and often found on the forest floor or in low vegetation. Despite their small size, poison dart frogs play a significant role in their ecosystems by controlling insect populations. Biology fun fact alert! Did you know poisonous organisms release toxins when ingested or touched, while venomous creatures inject toxins through specialized structures like fangs or stingers? Sounds like we'll get to Ekans' venom another time. The spots on these poisonous dart frogs remind me a lot of the dark spots on the Bulbasaur evolutions. Next, we have the red-eyed tree frog, a striking amphibian also native to the rainforests of Central and South America, known for its vivid red eyes. Sound familiar? This frog also boasts a vibrant green body, with blue and yellow stripes along its sides and orange feet, making it one of the most colorful tree frogs in existence. These nocturnal creatures use their bright eyes as a defense mechanism called startle coloration. When a predator approaches, the frog's sudden opening of its red eyes can startle the predator, giving the frog a chance to escape. Is this leer attack? Red-eyed tree frogs are arboreal, spending most of their lives in trees, and are excellent climbers thanks to their specialized toe pads. Despite their vivid appearance, they are not poisonous and rely on camouflage to blend with the foliage. We're getting closer, but I've never seen a Bulbasaur climb a tree. The research continues. On to the next species. The hairy frog that is found in Central Africa, also known as the horror frog, or more fittingly, the Wolverine frog. When threatened, it deliberately breaks its own toes to expose sharp claws. These claws later retract as the skin heals over them. Some scientists suggest that these claws help the frog grip rocks better. Regardless of their use, the frog's ability to produce retractable claws is both fascinating and a bit eerie. Now check out a Bulbasaur. Look at those claws on a frog. Could this be the missing link? We're at the halfway point, doing great so far. The largest living frog in the world, found in the rainforests of West Africa, primarily in Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea, is known as the Goliath frog. This colossal amphibian can grow up to 32 centimeters in length and weigh over 3.3 kilograms. Its name Goliath is not an understatement here. Despite its bulk, the Goliath frog is a skilled swimmer and jumper, navigating the fast-flowing rivers and streams of its habitat with ease. It is primarily carnivorous, feeding on insects, crustaceans, and occasionally small vertebrates. I've personally never seen an Ivysaur swim, but who knows? Now, there are some slightly older records to be aware of as well. The Beelzebufo, or the devil frog, is an extinct prehistoric amphibian from Madagascar that lived around 70 million years ago, measuring up to 40 centimeters long and weighing about 4.5 kilograms. It is one of the largest frogs ever discovered. With its robust body and strong jaws, Beelzebufo was likely a formidable predator, possibly preying on small vertebrates, including young dinosaurs. Venusaur? Is that you? One last prehistoric animal we have to discuss is the discovery of Bulbasaurus, an extinct herbivorous non-mammal creature called a Dicynodont therapsid. And you thought memorizing new Pokémon names was hard. It lived during the Permian period about 255 million years ago, in what is now South Africa. Ranging from Rattata to dolphin-sized, the Bulbasaurus had a distinctive bulbous snout and tusk-like canines. Its name Bulbasaurus refers to its bulbous facial structure and has been hinted at by scientists to be a nod to our good friend Bulbasaur. While there are over 6,000 species of frogs worldwide, I think we've covered some really important ones. Let's move on to what that thing is on their backs. A bewitching aroma wafts from its flower. The fragrance becalms those engaged in a battle. Remember when I'd said we'd get to Venusaur's Pokédex entry? In the Bulbasaur family, a mysterious plant grows on their backs, which is unmistakably revealed in its final evolution as none other than the Rafflesia, or corpse lily. This Indonesian plant has the largest flower on Earth. Did you know that the Rafflesia flower can grow up to 3 feet in diameter? It is easily identifiable by its large red flower with white spots and a strong stench, resembling rotting corpses. This smell attracts flies that pollinate the flower, which then develops into a fruit which is eaten by small animals. The animals disperse the seeds, and they then grow by becoming a parasite to vines, which might be where the famous attack Vine Whip comes from. However, it appears to be a different story for the Bulbasaur family. The bulb absorbs sunlight, which allows it to grow, and the corpse lily's life cycle is adapted to grow inside Bulbasaur instead of on a vine, forming a symbiotic relationship. This means the plant benefits from protection and mobility, while Bulbasaur gains nutrients from photosynthesis and eventually uses it to evolve into Venusaur. Solar Beam now! The time has come to Vine Whip that sub button and let us know which animal you think shares the most resemblance. Who's that Pokémon? It's the hybrid combination of a poison dart, red-eyed tree, hairy, and Goliath frog Rafflesia flower growing from its back. It's Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur in real life. Frogs have long held significant symbolic meaning in Japanese culture and folklore, representing good fortune, longevity, wealth, and perseverance. Travelers often carry frog charms to guarantee a safe return home, much like in the Pokémon world, where you might bring your Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, or Venusaur to ensure a safe journey. This is just the beginning of the amazing adventures of Professor Oran and Pokémon in real life. Our journey is destined to be packed with non-stop action, millions of laughs, heart-pounding perils, and endless excitement. Together we'll encounter fantastic friends, evil enemies, and meet creatures beyond our wildest imagination. And as our story unfolds, we'll unlock the magic and mystery of a most wondrous place, the incredible world of Earth.